Welcome back. Welcome back. Hope you took care of yourself. Hope you drank you some water. Hope you did something positive for yourself today. Right? So we want to thank the other room. We want to thank God. We want to thank Jesus for always being there for us. We want to thank Spirit for showing up and showing out. We want to thank Spirit for taking the burdens. We want to thank Spirit for the guidance that led us back to Spirit. We seek clarity, we seek discernment, we seek understanding and wisdom. We seek guidance. We want to thank the Galactic Federation, the Pleiadian Council. We want to thank all the ancestors closest to the white light. We want to thank our higher self. Again, we want to thank Jesus and we want to thank God. Amin and Ashe. Ashe and Amin. So the title of this reading is called Communication Brought These Brutal Awakenings. Communications brought these brutal awakenings, which results in psychological disturbances. Collective, I want you to understand that, and Spirit told me to say this just now, what you're communicating, what your the messages you give, you're telling what's happening. You're telling the results. You're telling, I mean, let's be logical here. What person in a right mind going to try to do spell work to try to control your life? That's a psychological disturbance. All right. So they proved they self. Everybody proved they self in this situation, whatever this situation is. Again, communications brought these brutal awakenings. Is communication always verbal? No. Is it always by video? No. Is it always by letter? No. It could be by text, telecommunications. It could be body language. So it could be the way things are showing up in your life. That's communication. Brought these brutal awakenings. See, it's various ways that this communication got through, right? And when the communication was happening, people was getting whooped. But they ain't getting whooped like they getting whooped now. See, they got whooped, and now they at the point in the whooping is, please stop. I learned my lesson. The Spirit is like, Jesus is like, they ain't done yet. I don't know how long it's going to last. What I do remember is, I want to say last week or the week before last, I did a read and I was like, this could go on for about 30 years. Somebody got it for 30 years. They ain't seen nothing yet. I just heard that. You ain't seen nothing yet. Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah. So what I got is, I want to come back out of Matthew chapter 6, verse 24. No man can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold the one and despise the other. Ye cannot serve God and mammon. It's seen, collective, that you serve God and you can care about material possessions or material anything. It's seen. And um, at this point, collective, it looked like it's no mystery. It looked like you can care less. Um, it's also seen, collective, that you don't care what they feel or think about you. which is good because, again, that is a form of communication, right? No man can serve two masters, for he either will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve God and mammon. I hate to break it to you, but every single last one of us down here in human form has been presented with an opportunity or last one of us. So it ain't always been easy, right? And guess what? When a person end up choosing to serve two masters or to leave this to go do that because it's the easier way out, guess what? They under judgment. They don't even know it. Again, psychological. These people don't know how much danger they're really in. This is for all the people that do wrong, that, you know, in the last read, we got 11 and 10, right? We broke the date down, right? That's a backfire. Them numbers is going backwards. 11, 10. That's a backfire. But it's a new beginning of backfires because somebody wanted to serve two masters. Or somebody wanted to steal you from your faith or cause a rip in your faith to have you, to mislead you, to lead you astray. Yeah, when serving two masters go wrong, yeah, over material. Somebody tried to somebody tried to sway you off your path, off your journey, so they can get a level up because they've been stalking you from lifetime to lifetime. Remember in the last reading I told you, yeah, somebody said, I know you from the last, you my soulmate from the last lifetime, or you my twin flame from the last life. You brushed it off. Yeah, you already knew at that moment, you already knew you had to fight this one and you had to trust the process in God. So you already knew. You got it off. So it looked like this person is getting their karma for that. You remember when that was collective? You said 2014. That's what you said, collective? 2014, 2012? Where was you at in 2012? What was you doing? Did you raise your vibration since then? From where I'm sitting at and looking out into the universe, it looked like you raised your vibration a lot, collective. What's this, Jesus? Since 2012, 2014, collective, your light has been activated. Hathor. Oh, you God's daughter. Oh, you've been walking with God. You've been talking to your father for a very long time. You good with it too, ain't you? Yeah, you have a sacred connection with your father. Acceleration again on this spiritual battlefield. You have acceleration and brilliance and stand in your light. So you stand in your light and you overcome limitations. Yeah. You got divine knowledge of your sacred union. Your light activated this karma that's going on. Yeah. Karma release. The end of a cycle. Debts are paid. That's what we saw before. The mean in the reverse. Debts repaid. Choose your destiny. That's where you at. You chose the light. Mm. Yeah. Light activation again. Yeah. You chose your destiny. The light. Right? Yeah. You chose your destiny of the light to investigate. Yeah. Somebody's being watched. They should have used their mind. I mean, they should have used their heart. Yeah. They feel like karma has arrived. It's in action. It's taking place. And it's seen. They reflecting over things because they see why this karma. They reflecting over them being adventurous and why this investigation started in the first place. What's this? Yeah. They know they've been. It's been a death and a rebirth about this pinnacle. Darling, can't you see? What's this, Holy Spirit? Introspection, activate. Your light being activated triggers people to go within and activate their chakras because of the communications you are part of. The communications you are part of, that's spiritual communication. You got direct communication to source. Communication brought these brutal awakenings. Again, your light being activated releases karma to who and everybody around you. Your light make people go within to activate their chakras. Get it. You are a friend of mine. 50 and 17. What's that? 43. We were alone and I was singing this song for you. 43. Yeah. And this Taurus is getting this karma. Yeah. Your 12th house brought solar flares. Your investigative fast. Yeah. This is about a Taurus and a Gemini. About the transits and partnerships. Yeah. It's karma here for this Taurus. What they did to this Gemini. Yeah. Since you want to watch. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Two of Cups, Hierophant. Hierophant, High Priestess. So it was a partnership with the Hierophant, High Priestess. This Taurus, High Priestess. Your life actor, you being God's daughter, your position in your life. You are God's daughter, and you bring karma. You are the light. You are a light bearer. Call into action, power surge, earth mission. God's daughter is on an earth mission to release karma. Make people go into their 12th house, go within to activate their chakras. So they can cultivate. But this Taurus, they face the endings and they in the Five of Pentacles, and that's justice. Four of Cups reverse, not interested place in the reverse. So this Taurus was interested in your light. They was attracted to your light. Light is like a moth to a flame, right? It was like a moth to a flame and a fool by the fire. Yeah. Yeah, right? Yeah, they was interested. Four of Cups reverse. Now they interested in your spirituality too. So again, they're still doing right. The light is on them though, right? This Queen of Cups, this intuitive one know about it. Intuitive feelings, you got an feeling about it, Hawthorne, right? What's this Four of Cups reverse? King of Pentacles, Earth sign, this Taurus, King of provider of prosperity and power, right? You're not interested. So Spirit, Four of Cups reverse. You're not bored. You're not in isolation. Yeah. Yeah. You took the initiative to call on your power or to go within. You called on your spiritual team. And that's why you recovered your pentacles as the King of Pentacles. Four of Cups reverse. Four of Cups in the upright is bored, isolation. Checked out. Salty. You're not salty. What's this King of Pentacles? Landed on top of the King of Pentacles. The Fool. You took a leap of faith. You took a leap. Right? Everybody took a leap, right? What's this? The Magician reverse. Not resourceful. Not in manipulation. Magician reverse. The Moon. Two of Wands. Two of Swords. What's the Magician in reverse? What's the Magician reverse? Seven of Cups and the Moon. So, the illusions went back because it was manipulation. This King of Cups sent it back, or this King of Cups, this King of Pentacles stepped away. Like, this King of Pentacles moved away. Like, when the Fool is taking a leap of faith, is embarking on new beginnings, is taking a leap of faith, is stepping out there and not knowing what's up. So, Four of Cups reverse, you wasn't bored. This person wasn't bored, or they're not bored. They're not in isolation. And so this King of Pentacles walked away from manipulation of illusions. What's this Four of Cups reverse and this King of Pentacles? That was fated for this High Priestess to end that. What I just said. So this King of Pentacles walked away from manipulation and illusions. It was fated. It was fated for you to end that. High Priestess. It's part of your divine knowledge. Like, you intuitively know that. What's this King of Pentacles and the Fool? What's this King of Pentacles and the Fool? What's this King of Pentacles and the Fool, Spirit? It's just it. That was the lesson you had to learn. That's the lesson you had to learn. That's the lesson you're teaching. Four Cups reverse. You're not bored. You're not isolated. You stepped away from manipulations and illusions. It's just that simple. Lies, deceit, not true, it's faded, and it's not moving. Yeah. What's this fool and the magician reverse? They under judgment for this creative energy that they sent out. This Taurus. This Taurus that you went within on and activated your chakras. Because you God's daughter. You in alignment. What's this magician reversing in Seven of Cups? The world. The world. You close the cycle. It's on the web. They can point it out on the map. You pinpoint it again. This was faded. Yeah. And they in the Ten of Swords. You lied to me. What's this Wheel of Fortune in this hangman? Damn, you got 4 majors in one row. So you got the Wheel of Fortune, Hangman, Judgment in the world. And guess what came out? The Sun. Yeah. So this is an achievement. This brought happiness. This raised the vibration of the collective. Whatever you did with spirit. Because again, many are called and few are chosen. So we put a message out. It probably resonates with 1 or 2 people. It's many are called and few are chosen. How do we come up with that consistency? It's 8 million people on this earth right now, or that has been born. Only 144 of them is spiritual beings. 144,000 of them are spiritual beings, which that number has never changed since the beginning of time. That is a part of history. What's this hangman in the judgment? 8, strength. It seems strength. Not only that, this person could have been born in 1988. This person is 88. This person was born on the 8th day of the 8th month. This happened during the 8-8 portal. Yeah, so don't forget that. What's this hangman in the judgment? Yeah, you put your strength in, they did too. Yeah, this King of Swords. Yeah, it's exposed. This King of Swords called Judgment is under judgment. This King of Pentacles caught the King of Swords. And took a leap of faith without manipulation for this opportunity. What's this judgment in the world? The Empress. This King of Swords and this Empress next to the Sun makes me believe of Archangel Michael. Not only that, 3 of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, and the Queen of Wands. That's a sacred connection. Again, the Sun. That's a sacred connection. That's a spiritual connection. Yeah, they done messed up. They done brought up the wrong tree, boy. Yeah, this Emperor. Yeah. What's this? Yeah. Coming after the star. Yeah. What's this Sun and the King of Swords? Yeah. This 2 of Cups. This soulmate's connection. Again, I said this sacred connection. Right? So, moving forward. What about it moving forward? Yeah. You upgrade your status. You elevated spiritually. You already God's daughter. How high can you get? You ranked up there. They came after the wrong one. They shouldn't be doing this to nobody. That's why God put his people down here in plain clothes. That's why God put his people down here in plain clothes. To trap these people up. What's this King of Swords and this Empress? King of Swords and Empress. 3 of Pentacles, Collaboration Avenue. Again, this King of Swords and this Empress, that strikes me as Archangel Michael, plus this 2 of Cups. You're not in isolation. You back at it. You the King of Pentacles. You took a leap of faith to not be manipulative through these illusions. But you took the opportunity to merit mate, to catch these motherfuckers up and to call judgment because you knew it was bigger than you. 25, 25. What's this 2 of Cups and this 3 of Pentacles? Check on it. This Hierophant and Knight of Wands. This organization didn't think. Acting first, thinking later. This organization, this cult, didn't think that you was going to get your tail up until they got the communications that brought awakenings, right? Which resulted into them to having psychological services. Why? Would somebody be in a right mind to think that they could snatch your soul, to take your life, to block your resources, going after your man? They got to be out of their mind, Spirit said. Yeah, that didn't think. Yeah. Seven of Wands, Six of Wands, Eight of Pentacles. You guarded yourself. You're protected. And that's a victory for your talents. They're growing, High Priestess. Your talents are growing, High Priestess. Yeah, their ignorance and indulgence got them fucked up. They're possessed. Their ignorance and their indulgence got them messed up with the devil. They coming to collect on that dark magic. Collector, dark magic. They going through a drought since they wanted to bully. $27, $50, $28. What's this, Holy Spirit? Air disaster, asteroid. Didn't I say these communications brought these brutal awakenings, which results in psychological disturbances? They can't believe it because they thought their energy work was going to trump God, yo. You didn't do evil for evil. You went within and activated your chakras. Not only that, but they came out together. 12th house. They was targeting your 12th house as well. But you went within. Yeah. You kept your I don't know why people want to talk about politics. That's like seeing a drunk woman in the street. It's very distasteful. Right? And why is it distasteful to me? For one, you drunk. You're not even all the way there. And for two, your balance is off up here. You stumbling out here. And anything could happen to you. That's why I feel it's to be distasteful for a woman to be drunk. Right? So, politics. They want to talk about politics. They want to talk about religion and all that shit. Like, you do talk about it. But you just chose not to talk about it with these people because they wasn't worthy of it. They just now realizing that. They didn't know that you was disconnected to source. That you could call on God. They didn't know that you have a relationship with God. They're going through an air disaster, which is a psychological disturbance. They going through an asteroid, or they feel like an asteroid that hit them, or a bomb. Yeah, the secrets is exposed because you kept your business to yourself. Other words, in the dark. Yeah, you kept your inheritance close to the chest. Wealth, inheritance, right? Air, disaster, wealth. I bet you they're gonna leave well enough alone after this. Again, that's your secret. Secrets exposed. Yeah, we bring in fire too. Explosion, blowing shit up. Whatever you like. What's this wealth with this air disaster that brings fires? Yeah, for these bullies in the reverse, for these flying monkeys. Yeah, they bring fires for the flying monkeys. Yeah, fire, fire disaster, explosion. That's that karma. Clarify these flying monkeys. Yeah, these bullies in the reverse that thought you was an easy target. Yeah, they lower class. They in poverty. Spirit said they gonna always be in poverty. They lower class. Ain't that something? Last week I did a reading and it said classy in the reverse, and I said it on YouTube. Classy in the reverse. Yeah, lower class. Couldn't bully. Yeah. Again, sanity. Psychological disturbance. Clarify this lower class with this poverty. This bully that's in the poverty. This devil. This devil. This devil. Dark magic. They curse themselves. Yeah, that's the secret, Spirit says. Ain't that something? They try to brainwash people. Yeah, that's why they going through it. This fire sign that's in the fire. This fire sign and this earth sign. Yeah, the secret is you connected to your spiritual inheritance. You rich. You a rich bitch. They couldn't bully you. This devil, these demonic, poor people, poor mindset, weak-minded, fragile minds. They got the communication from your people. And guess what my song is? Know your clap. What's up, Papa? We're gonna use Kev's deck and then we're gonna bang out because we gotta eat. Yeah. Again, we saw dark magic, right? They have faith in this dark magic, boy. Yeah. But it's seen about that dark magic. They in emotional pain. And how I wish your guides came and got you, right? They protected you from it. Yeah. Voodoo, back to him. Cause I wish I knew. What? Yeah. Come on, I open it all the way. You making me open it all the way. Come on. There you go. You making me open it all the way. What's this, Holy Spirit? This family, this group, this coven, this cult, those friends, these hoes. that's bound by the devil, that got a poverty pocket and a poverty mindset and a poverty spirit. They can't bully nobody and they gonna always be a flying monkey. The secret is you inherited your spirituality. Divinely inherited. What about this family? What about your spiritual family? Because you see that you God's daughter, they surprised. This cult, this family, this coven, this group, these people, they surprised. What they surprised about? They surprised about who you are. They surprised about how you show up. They surprised. And they in their feelings. These people. This earth sign and this fire sign. They sad because the God sent the entity to them. How about a round of applause? Divination time. Hey, yeah. Why they surprised? What's this family in surprise? They surprise you innocent. Your pathway is clear and they're sad. I can't make it up. This Taurus and this fire sign, these cult members. What's this family in surprise? They're surprised about your gifts and how they on point. How this group is surprised about your gifts and how accurate your gifts are. How you connected to source. Curtains finally closing. Hello. But it's over now. So go and take a bow, dummy. All right. What's this? What's this Wheel of Fortune? This Tool of Fame in reverse. What's this King of Pentacles? They mad as hell. They mad as hell. You're not interested. What's this Fool? You took a leap of faith. Got married, High Priestess. You committed to a partnership. You manifested. This is funny. What's this Fool? What's this message? What's this message of concern? What's this message? That they going to jail. What's this Magician in reverse? They got legal issues. They going to jail. This King of Pentacles. In this family. In this cult. What's this Hangman? For this money. For mammon. Mammon. Material wealth. Money. Tangibles. What's this Judgment? They under judgment for being obsessed, causing illusions on somebody that's independent. What's this Judgment? Again, poverty. We saw lower class poverty out here, right? They mad as hell because you put the message out about them going to prison or being bound, and that they having legal issues. Yeah. What's this World? Forward movement for these false documents provided by this King of Swords. Forward movement. Yeah. So that's what's happening here. Yeah, they're gonna always be in lack for this. I want to see what this Four of Cups reverse is now. You're not interested. Well, they was interested in putting you and your partner in um curses, and it's exposed. Yeah, that they're bound. It's seen that they wanted to bind you and your partner, your real love. It's seen, and they mad. They're mad. What's this, son? Damn, just close. It's seen about the false documents. Wow, Lele. Oh, Lele. Yeah, they got an entity attachment. This whole group that work with this fucking tourist, they shocked. A week or two ago, I said they're shook. I said they were shook. What's this Empress? Yeah. Forward movement. This Empress to the community. So this community provided false documents on this Empress to put her in poverty. But guess what? They're going to poverty. What's this King of Swords? This rich guy. The owner, the boss, the leader, the ringleader, the mastermind. What's this Hierophant? This word, this Hierophant. Like I said, this King of Swords was the boss. Yeah, right, whatever. What's this Knight of Wands? They have faith in that reckless action this organization did. They have faith in that work of recklessness. Again, mentally unstable communications of these brutal awakenings, which results in psychological disturbances. They have an entity attachment as well. Mentally unstable with an entity. This King of Swords was a flying monkey. This older man, this mature man. Mature man. The owner, the boss, the EEO, the CEO. Somebody was on some stupid shit, some stupid type of time with the devil, trying to harvest air disaster, wealth, and that was the secret agenda for a mediator to harvest the energy off of a fucking peacemaker. Well, they got the communication from your from your inheritance of the air. They got the communication. The secrets has been exposed that way too. And guess what? They're gonna always be a flying monkey, right? Because you persevered. Guess what? I salute you. Yeah, the secrets is exposed. So again, communication brought these brutal awakenings, which results in psychological disturbances for these people. So we ask Spirit to return the energy of where it belongs. We say it boldly and gracefully. We thank you, Spirit, for the discernment, the understanding, the clarity. We thank you, Spirit, for wisdom. We thank you, Spirit, for choosing us to be God's daughter. Yes, we do. We thank Spirit. We love Spirit. And remember, Mammon, Mammon, is material wealth, money, or possession. Often, personified by Jesus as deceptive, false God, or a master. It's people that do any and everything for money. We all heard it before. Money is the root of all evil. Don't act like you don't know what's going on here. It looked one way, but it's an illusion. You have to learn to balance your life because what you don't see sees you. What you don't see, that is life on the other side, whether good or bad. Until next time, take care of your spirit, your soul. Remember to cleanse your energy and stay up on your spiritual hygiene, your spiritual maintenance. It's imperative that you reclaim your power. The secret was nobody knew how connected to God you was. And now it's out. And it's causing a lot of air communication and a lot of air disasters. And that was the secret mission. Ashe, the whole time. Spiritual battle's been going on the whole time. Ashe and I mean.